gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of DKRager. This is, without a doubt, an epic show. And this is the season finale of DKRager 1. I say this because of one obvious reason. I started up DKRager 2, which is all about War Thunder, and you can go check that out in the description below. I will leave a link for you all to check out. Enough of that. Today we are doing the Tier 6 2S3 Akatsiya. It has 152 millimeters of OF-29 high explosive fragmentation. It has smoke rounds as well as illumination rounds. Currently, I have my crew at level 3. It does have a driver, a gunner, and a loader. I have Freya Horsberg as the commander with a mid-tier field maintenance kit. I do not have any other consumables as of yet. As you can see, I have not unlocked any of the other retrofits because, as you can tell up here, my reputation progress is at 31%. I am on the way to the PZH 2000. Now, this is an artillery piece. Don't expect to do a lot of damage. You can, but don't expect it. It has 770 hit points for defense. Sustained damage per minute, 1898. And that is with Augmented Breach Lock Mark III, which drops the reload time by 5.94% and increases the accuracy of minimum accuracy, largest circle, 15%. Which you can only get that retrofit slot, as you can tell, Mark III C1 Ariat. There is no Mark 1 nor Mark 2 as of yet. That can change. As you can tell, it's not meant for speed. Max speed of 63 kilometers an hour with a 0 to 32 kilometers an hour of 9 seconds. View range 323, but you do have illumination rounds where you can actually spot for yourself. Reload time is 14.86 seconds with a salvo size of 3. Basically, it is shoot, I believe, salvo reload 3 seconds. Basically, it's shoot 3 seconds, shoot 3 seconds, shoot 1486. Now, with the technology retrofit and firepower, you can probably get that reload down even more. Damage to 20, pen of 38, but you're doing HE every time, so you're always going to do damage with a targeting time of 5.60 seconds and an accuracy spread of 0.14. This is an artillery piece, so you have to wait. You can't be one of those people that just shoots because you see an enemy. I highly recommend you go into PvE. Make sure you can actually do it. Let's see, Operation Phalanx, or Phalanx. And the only reason that I say Phalanx instead of Direwolf is because there's really nowhere for you to sit and be an artillery piece in Direwolf. Although, this map can change. Joining a mission. Okay, so we will find out in just a second if this map has actually changed. To actually get the Akatsiya, you have to go down the M109 line? Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I believe it's actually the Vostika, and have to get the Vostika as a tier 4 artillery piece. You go from 4, 6, and then 8. But enough about that. I will explain that after the match. Okay, we have an RDF-LT, a T-72A, a BMP-2, and a Chieftain Mark V at our disposal to more or less keep off any oncoming tanks, whether they're main battle tanks, armored fighting vehicles, etc. Alright. Okay, excuse me. Okay, let's see. I am going to go up to about E0, and the reason is there's really nowhere else to sit on this map. Okay. Whoa, that was interesting. But okay, alright. It's actually what we need to do. Oh, we're a little laggy, so I apologize if you're seeing any lag coming from me. I'm not exactly certain on why I am, which that could cause quite the issue, as I am an artillery piece. Okay, okay, we might need to move up a little more. We need to stay into cover, because there are artillery pieces, which they are usually where I am at right now, at the B6, B7 line. We're gonna go ahead and set off an illumination round, see if we can spot any artillery pieces, and now we are spotted. That's gonna cause some huge issues, and we are lagging a lot more than we should be. I'm not exactly certain on why. Okay, there we go. The biggest issue on this map is that they like to push up. The enemy likes to push up really fast, and if you are not ready for this type of situation, better get used to it. Okay, let's go ahead and set up another illumination round over here, because this is a really good spot for them to be at. Okay, another one. Nothing. Well, there's an AMX-10 PPAC 90. Usually... there's one. Okay. And it is... Okay, where is it? Where'd it go? I said it was right around here. So, we'll shoot off another illumination. There it is. Bam. Reload this one. Shoot off another one. Light up that paladin. And go ahead and shoot off this one. And now, bam, the Chieftain Mark V was able to take out that paladin. Now, in this type of match, there's usually two that actually spawns at the start. Excuse me, lady, I'm talking. There's usually two that spawns at the start, sometimes only one, depending on if you're doing medium or hard. And after you have triggered the cap... Excuse me, lady, I am trying to talk. So rude. Okay. Nothing is over there. As I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted by this woman, it all depends if you're in a hard or a medium contract, whether or not you actually see... Wow, and I am... and there it is. There's the PZH 2000. But usually, if you're in a medium contract, you'll see only two, and then it takes quite a lot longer for the third one to actually show up. Now we're gonna go ahead and hit this supply vehicle. That's one down. Okay, no, actually that's two. Someone already got one of them. So, And the reason to get these supply vehicles is, oh boy, oh my, someone didn't kill a Bradley. Yeah, I noticed, Rezel. Um, is there a reason why you didn't kill this Bradley? Okay, so this could be a problem. And it doesn't help the fact because we're also lagging really bad. And there it is, see? No one decided to take out that Bradley. They let the Bradley come up and kill me. And if you're in an artillery piece, I can't stress it enough, it really doesn't matter what you do personally. It matters if your team is there to protect you. If your team is there to actually back you up. Now, you'll see this BMP too. He's gonna head on back. I don't know why he's stopping. I guess he doesn't want to be spotted by the Bradley itself. Now, depending on what round he's using, if he's using AP, he should be able to just punch right through that Bradley. If he's using Willie P, he could have an issue, and he's not even looking at it. So, there we go. But the problem is that Bradley is now gonna... Oh, no, okay. Just lagged out, I guess. You know, whatever. But, pretty much, it just requires your team to actually give you a little support. Artillery is supposed to more or less support fire them while they support fire you. If you have a situation that I was actually just placed into with the Bradley, you have no other situation. You have no other way around it. You might get one shot off on him, and if you're lucky enough and you can reload the Akatsiya or the Palmaria, which I will do a video on next season. Wow, we're having horrible lag, and I don't understand why. I'll have to check out my internet connection in just a second. And I apologize for all this interesting lag that you people are saying. But if I was able to reload all 3 rounds in the Akatsiya, I would not have had that issue. I would have been able to shoot all 3 rounds, hit that Bradley, and be done with it. Now you'll notice, wow, we are really lagging. I'll have to make sure that we don't have this situation next season, or for this second series for War Thunder. Oh man. Oh, there's the Paladin. Interesting. So that means that there's only gonna be there's supposed to be 3 normally, and usually the 3rd one would spawn sort of off map at about a 4, and usually depending on if you're in a medium contract or a hard contract, it'll be the stronger of the 2. Basically, and I'll give a full description about the PZH 2000 when I make it there. The Palmaria as well as the Paladin, but for now, this is all I can provide for you. Hopefully, when Season 2 comes around, I'll have a lot more tanks. I'll have a lot more to actually be able to show you fully upgraded vehicles, the works. But for now, we're gonna enjoy this horrible ping and this victory. Oh. But I'm gonna go ahead and promote the upcoming patch that is actually February 11th. It is 0.13, well, 0.13, and it is all about the Chinese line. which I might actually do a brief video in regards on February 11th, sort of like an original video animation, no VA, or I don't know, like a sneak peek, or you'll have to say, like a blooper maybe, about the Chinese line in regards to the premium tier 5 as well as the tier 3 Type 59, which I actually can show you the premium that was actually gifted to us all in just a second. As you can tell, this was not my double. It was 998 XP on a premium, 910 damage with 3 spots and 2 assists. It would have been more, it could have been more, if that Bradley would not have been in that location. Of course, on that same note, the other issue is the fact that we had lag. So that's always nice. Hey, who doesn't like having a lag spree, you know? In regards to what skills I'm using for my driver, I have spin to win, and the reason is because it is pretty nice to be able to traverse your hull enough. You do have a hull, so I mean you're not using a wheeled vehicle. It's nice to be able to spin that hull as fast as you can and get to cover or get to a better location to be able to output as much damage as possible. I also have aim speed improved by 10%, which really is helpful, because if we can actually increase that aim speed and drop that peak accuracy as much as possible, we can do as much damage and a lot faster. I also have rapid fire reload time reduced by 2.5%, but the issue is that this skill has been nerfed. This skill, I can't, oh man, this skill used to reduce the reload time, I believe, by 6%. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section below. But it was kind of bugged, and you could get certain artillery pieces down to about 3 seconds for reload time, but it's no longer like that, and that's besides the point. If I do decide on February 11th to actually kind of show you a blooper of the Chinese line, this is the Type 59 Legend. I have actually done a video in regards to the Type 59 Legend. Again, I will post it in the description below. And it is basically the first Chinese tank that you were able to more or less get the grasp on. But it was a gift. It was during a sign on and get your free tank kind of deal. And it's nice. It's got interesting camouflage, which camo. Okay, I guess we cannot look at the camouflage, but the camo rating, as you can see, is 0.13 all the way around, front, sides, rear end, with a 9-second 0 to 32 kilometers per hour with a 50.40 kilometers per hour max speed, hit points of 1140, damage per minute 1889, with damage at 223 and the penetration of 195. Mind you, this is a tier 3. It's not the max. It can compete because it does have the armor, as you can tell. 240 in the turret in the front, 135 in the hull in the front, 180 millimeters in the turret on the sides. But there is, I mean, just like any other normal tank, 100 millimeters in the side, it is still a weak point, a horrible weak point. As is this 60 millimeters in the back of the turret and oh, the rear of the hull. Basically, sides and rear. Keep it away from anything. As you can tell, turret traverse 24.28 degrees per second with a reload of 7.08 seconds. Accuracy spread of 0.09 and a targeting time of 2.98 seconds. Of course, as you can see here, I have no retrofits. I do have a low-tier field maintenance kit for PvE. It does come with heat, high explosive, and armor piercing, all 100 millimeters, because it is a 100 millimeter gun. It does come with a level 5 crew. As you can tell, spin to win, hold traverse speed improved by 10%, and smooth ride accuracy while moving improved by 20%. Marksman peak accuracy when the accuracy circle is smallest improved by 20%. Shoot from the hip minimum accuracy when the accuracy circle is largest improved by 20%. Explosive shells module damage improved by 20%, as well as rapid fire reload time reduced by 2.5%, with a reload time of 5%. Basically, you could get a universal retrofit slot and drop that reload time down to around 6 seconds, depending on what mark retrofit you are using. If you're using a certain Mark III retrofit, it will increase it. It will decrease that reload time dramatically. But that's besides the point. And if I do decide to, I will be showing you the WZ-1224, the Tier 5 Chinese Premium Main Battle Tank. If you like what you saw, hey, leave a like. Hey, if you want to stay tuned for the next Armored Warfare review, go ahead and click that subscribe button right below. If you have any questions or have any comments in regards to anything that was mentioned today, hey, just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will reply as soon as possible. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next time.